All right, folks, we are now in, I don't know what day we are, of everybody being at home and isolated, self-quarantined, whatever you want to call it, but you're home. Now you're with your wife and your kids and the pets, and some of you are going stir crazy because you're so used to not being together and all crowded up in one place like that. What I want to say is, seize this day, Carpe Diem. Don't miss the opportunity that you have presented to you. Some of you recognize that term Carpe Diem from an old Robin Williams movie that is oftentimes considered a classic now. As hard as it is to believe, but it's true. It's a classic, guys. If you saw that movie and it came out new, you might be getting old. But anyway, seize the day. Make memories with those kids. Rebond with the wife. Bond with your kids. Get to know each other again. People change as they get older. Circumstances of life changes. Your tastes change. So you just don't know how things have really changed. You work out of the house. She works out of the house. Or you work in the home. She works out of the home. Kids are in school all day. You guys actually have a few hours a night to talk, but you're so busy from everything that you don't do it. Now's the time to do it. Seize this opportunity. Do stuff with your kids and build memories. Go outside and build a fire pit. Go to the store and buy marshmallows. They're not hoarding those yet, so you can still get them. Pitch a tent outside. Do some camping in your backyard, or go to the park where you can still keep your social distance. Where'd that word come from? Where'd that term come from? But it's stuck with us. I imagine it'll be part of our vernacular forever, but it's there. So take the time. Look, reconnect with the wife, guys. A lot of times, those little rugrats that you have running around that eating everything you got and stressing you out, and put them to bed early and reconnect with your spouse. Now, guys, I know you're like, man, we haven't done that in a while. It's just not what it used to be. It happens. It happens with kids. Seize the day. Do stuff with her and with the kids. Look, guys, like Jeff Foxworthy said, she's like a diesel engine. You got to warm her up and warm her up and warm her up and warm her up before she's ready to go. Whereas men are like a rocket ship. Hit the switch, boom, we're ready to go. You got to learn that. So do stuff with her. And by the time you put the kids to bed early, or pitch a tent in the living room, little kids can sleep in it, you and the wife, you can go do those practicing baby things that you like to do that you miss. And it's good for your health and it's good for your mind. It helps your heart health. It helps your mental health. There's a lot of studies show that practicing making babies is good for you. Not just the emotional bond that you and your wife need to make. So, even though the kids might be irritating to you, remember this. In Psalms 127:3, it says, children are a gift from the Lord. They are a reward from Him. And that spouse that you've been dancing around and not dealing with some of the hard issues you need to deal with, and maybe you're getting on each other's nerves, remember this. In Proverbs 18:22, it says, he who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. So guys, you got blessings in your house. Don't squander the opportunity we have. Seize this day to build upon that time, build your relationships, build that bond, build those memories. Bonds are built off memories and common events. That's why combat units are so tight years and years after they've got out of service, is they've got a shared experience. Folks, seize this opportunity while you're working from home to show your employer that you can be just as productive and even more productive at home. Show them that there's a benefit to them economically to have you at home working. There's a benefit for both of you if you're not in the office all the time. Maybe only have to come in once a week or once every 2 weeks. Show him it's to his advantage to let you do that. I know our digital network is not quite what it needs to be for this to be on a large scale, but 5G is rolling out more and more. We will get there. But show him that it's a viable opportunity right now. Pick up a book and read, guys. I'm reading Something Needs to Change by David Platt for the second time. I'm again reading George Orwell's 1984, and I'm reading the Bible continuously. Don't pick up your phone first thing in the morning and look at the notifications. Studies show that your brain releases a chemical when you do that, and it shuts down the creative part of your mind. Your mind's a muscle. When you don't use a muscle, it atrophies, it shrinks, it withers, it becomes less useful. Don't let that happen, guys. Don't pick up the phone right away. Read something, read a chapter, just something like that. But anyway, seize the day, Carpe Diem. Don't miss this opportunity.